wo na akandifo ma eboa sense moko na muni kandifo no sebe na akwa se muni hwefo na so we de Ghana se de dai no ye ne saa ma ekoyie nti mpanin hihye mu no oman panifo mo ye constitution mo do man bebo aso no o sa bato ne ye de akọ bonkum ni fa ne ade abaye de fi 92 ba no ekuso ayeko enen se wa yidi hu enkomo o security personnel media EC officials participate in special voting in 14 regions, Eastern Western region to vote on Thursday, and also NDC MPP to hold final rallies in Accra on Thursday. And your second topic and a third topic in here, Parliament resume December 16th. And then penifo me no mo twetwe nkomo ora ya asane tano ono political analyst and afi ora Peter Kwasi Mensa okay ono ND's communication team member and amewo Dr. Frank Bano director research Dankwa Institute penifo ne anopay me no mo nsem yensa me de atopono su me no mo eka ho ensem na ati adventure se ne be ya Ghana ebe konanim na akoni yie abato na hyase ano no American kabonsin ya yete kan early voting for nato yenso early voting for na nra moto ye no kakra gidi se kompem mimenda nwumre kwasiada juada na and then out by this time na ye hu de sunsun de board hu no befa na ya asomdwe nso ye den ba kwa ne bedi nkunima de ye den asa ne tie enti abuzafo mamachi mamakwa ba na no pay ejoso pedi na ye mboko de yes okay sabano na emse oye fufuro me class ha yinshiada at mbaba penin so kana sensa bebie ma da na opunachi nti nyankopon yehye se na ebehia nti yehia bibia boko de
yes wadom ni janada roma yetiase yetenkomu ide me said na ase be ma no na mechia Ghana fo nyina mechia ye UTV ahwefo na mechia MPP for mechia me ankasa mikrom for boase east for nyina mechia mo anope tisane okan na me say we show you see me master but my be one on one be wa hapa shesheshi
no hani me class teacher I teacher in class despite me dey we say den ababa so da na mo teacher in class ya akona ma dey jami na me ka ho
you any no credit and say the first time on we show you to me and me say yes so finally met to me apie we show no so
na yenso say o se mo akwa aba
yeah
bizazani bibi aboko de
ya me adom ne nshranko
okay
amefa ko yenso na menchia me chrome for sahwefo nyina me nye bi mfrum me ma me ande mai Juliet Kofisechi Yafra obi biara okogina asan so esakro me chia mo nyina na ma chia agbasi segbafia Pessoa Alonso and all the squad.
Okay.
Yeah, church Ghana for according to election, and we want to preach peace. And the chair will be biara.
Peace in Zobaba. What is your friend in Zobaba? Oh, baby. Peter Kwasi Mensa. 200 billion. Kwasi. Bokore.
Adom
apomuden
ahweye
nyame adom
any de experience ka credit na bamba yeba
de nyame ase
we say no your friend boja here to elections na boja ye bi emo no ya na anoden enti anope no se de menua sanika ya no ye nchi ya Ghana for wadebre
Ghana for jo
na wahwe efidikasi we ekwachi ye menchia chimadu kromfo enrechi ya na mfiri hobaye na yenua bi mo Ibrahim ene mpanifo bi o ahyeda kambo ma ye bridge bi ana hedu kromfo aban na aye nhwe amonyeye na yefa kwan yi so ne yembo yenua IB ene mpanifo wo du krom abaso se o motu sa na mo me ko hwe sa de ne manage se o manfo no eboa adwuma a etisa yencha menua se bafia mo ene squad ni nyina
me da sa de na bi nsu di o ma woda ntitew yemfamfam na fi ensema da pono so na pe yemra emebopo hu na yenhwe de say happy birthday to Dr. Mark Adekye, CEO New Life Homeopathic Clinic. Doc na the birthday ni de say the esi aba ha no bibiri we if you Kwame na nchen bongo so de aba ni na Dr. Michael J Dansuman eni ni mia hodo aka di chese ya kunadu birthday ni de na nipa de aba ha no mo doso pa ni nyina ne se nyame nka ho na apomodin enkoyi ema wankasa na mo beje wo waso nyina new life no enkoyi ma mo we so a glorious birthday to Victoria Mensa, CEO of Ensunya Meye Sport Dansuman we every Mr. Akins no madam for pa ni Mr. Otibonsu tena no pay and confirm Dr. Makaji de ende na make no amanfo esum di abaha no enya Adekye to happy birthday to Madam Chewa Dufie Wade we enso every Kelvin oye adwuma wo UTV ha ono na odi aba nti happy birthday no eno no nti erebesia na fi yakọ akotwetwe nkomo Mr. Bano amesha asimfiri we memo akọ aba the next 10 minutes yenhwe no special voting parties ahodo no mfansa kase mienu no bebia enyom de no omukasa fa mba ne nyina ekiro mbo ntofa se de koyo mgidi se na eye
madani ya man ntia sheshe we fresh student in class ni we obeya mamre and there was your mother of touch aha fresh student in class
obazo do tro na no
yo let me say election let me say another special voting no so na debi asamba kwa me make can say election no adwenkyere nyentokwa sebi you say offer yen democracy offer since 1982 under the fourth republic yedi emfie bi say aduonu eduasan bi say eduasan mienu echi yekoya say order to amaya ewo abibiman mu emi say yen ye hye kabimami nkebi amambuo na sechen abibiman bebre in fact offer no the sub-Saharan Africa. They say eye abibiman ye atuntum na we fitafo no efrima sorofo no efrima ye hyase chen abibiman no dodo na se anim wanya akonya tena abibiman akaso enye Ghana man mu na watena abibiman ameka se ye hye democracy na ase eja wo mo na se omoto aba ewo man ni ma sometimes no wan hwe say ya nkan cho say abato kra na ekoso a unyi ni mpo say ye to aba wo sawo man ni unhu say sebi sojafo ni policefo aton santene in fact me candidates so say o might be to South Africa me na me trade wo ho
okay
University of Johannesburg na me trade na bibia na me te ye for baby Hersel ye be say from Hersel to me university no fancy me nantia endu simadu na in between no na school bi wo ho na school no na ye polling station to say na high polling stations no na anytime bi omo to aba presidential me omo provincial elections na ni mudu abedro na east tent ayabo ho pe police ni bi ante ho bi hu presiding officer na bi 2 assistants per enet ho. And the entire did champ for you, say Kaksan and Titrimo. Say, open the most volatile, the city what the highest crime rate and as a basa in Africa, Johannesburg.
Okay.
And Accra does not even come in the list. Yet, a trouble in a country like South Africa, in a place like Johannesburg, you will not see military at the polling station.
Into war what now than debe na mamu de netisa.
And tiasia ni panebo.
Okay.
Ni pano won tiasia. Mi anka se mi invest no na so polling centers all more to aba.
Amount for dear to trust him na no won tiasia.
Mo won tiasia so election no. Sebiu though there are a few places be within the country we can say a hotspots.
Okay.
But so we year no afim no afan say in general say on the average they say say bass happy say FM enim here cry na say UTV enim say be police station they say they soldier for na police for be now because me ameka say 2016 na me presiding officer and I saw it the police for change na hono I did because entiasia over the years you say you did 30 something years in our democracy, but ye mama democracy na say e ya adwenkyere e na ye kwakokyere te say na ye wokan no say wokan wo say e get there ya baako e na bedi nkwanim we enye kotokone has born I draw me aka say say cap crazy so na ye draw ye kobo penalties ne boa ye bo penalties abaako
be league penalty me ye draw
ne ache but say cap position so be cap no say we cap position cap no say wo so be di one page
say the we no call run off no
yes
okay
enti baako e na bedi nkwanim o pe wo mpo baako na bedi nkwanim na de ye nyina say NPP o say NDC o different ideologies are ye nyina ye de to pono so na ye ka kire Ghana for say enu ntimo nto abama ye ni nyina ni saint ni say eye Ghana o man e betumi afa ne ntoma pefra
yeah
nti se wo hwe the various parties na hwe me party and some ye kan ye some ye free say Ghana for to abama ye eye memende da ye ni me a e betumi ama Ghana afa ne ntoma pa efra ententem so a chen ne e bia wona wo gina afa ba bi e kan eno ne ade a ye ka kire Ghana fo saa semi enye sebi e maabo sebi bi na menu yi me betena ha no ka se e wo se me ya amamre sebi mi ni bebi e wo gina so but bi no ka se wo se amamre se si ye na se ye fula bi ne ekoto no ma ye nyina ne ekoto fula na no mo ye nkono mo ne se ye MPP ana se NDC ana me boa ye ko ye ne se ye Ghana fo ye nipa
kwasi de mo ato wa chairman
so ye ko ye ne se ye Ghana fo na be ya me ka se we are human beings first ye nipa kane ansana politics ever be rem sabi bi obi okra no maybe a odi bi esemfie bi eseduonu na bi asachi ansana otumi identify say bi a me wo party we anasa me wo party we enipa ne bi ese 80 years ro no akra onim party ano oto ene ebi ade ne namfufu bi ka na no oti enti eno chira wo say we are human beings first nti say owo enipa to society ma ye nyinu ade ba akwa mi say edi nka wura emu e religion nyame som si bi som nyame ne esuro nyame yemfa party say obe suro party anasa obe som party emura wo mu kane
okay
eno na eche say ye nipa first nti me de me kakra me kan fa a special vote me say eye me say me hu say ebi mu issues bi mu say ya no aduane obi akodi bi edi na and permitted sorry to the extent say even journalists for no kra no more report to some of these stories no kra ebi mu so fa e kire kodi aduane bi di sana me mate no
journalists hu
nanka da bi me mama yi nanka me de nka me hu ni senka enya asem kase bi asa say biu ye susui say the first na etie kurase binim say miniam ye hwese ni mo utena kurase kaka
enya so ye hwese bi me tre kurase metie si bi kwa kwa
no fie no
abato ni ntina mtie
wadanfo ne maame no a okodi ana me boa
but yenhwe ni say Mr. Bano ti say nipa di kan kwoto abanre police military electoral commission fire service ne their security agencies no ye kan nyina echi no so ye wo mra ne nhyehyɛ wo man no mu ubetumi ataduana mmedi be obabi nso obehye be ontumi nkasa ni meje aduane di esanse ebre ne hye ne ade de me pa bisa no yi aduane nsɛm no to nkyɛn a de sisi nkakranka so obi nso bɛka sɛ omukura amugye gidi sɛ ade ne si omunan so wono mukɔ akoto a yatete sisi ne obi akoto no watwa mfoni ne nkeka one ade na egidi sɛ nkanka nhyehyɛ no ho no obi nso bɛka sɛ oma ye hwe omunu mponi what they make say the century dia the example journalists awfo say enye imra kwan so nipa ne nto ya ye ma ne bibi ana say yinkudi lai mu obi nchen otu wi a ana say bebia o perimeter bi wo kra ni kwan so ko nipa ne nchen na o kasa otu wi dia wato awie we be kasa omumu man ka ye hwe omanim say bi a ye be de ye no enu mumuni
yo me da so me mumu de me hu me nim adekudie ntia ebema obi akwakoto aba na wafa ne phone anasa ne camera na osi abana metue ne metwa bihu bi a enipa no
the pictures videos out
timu eyi ni nyina me so hu ya otwa ne picture
na was monitoring
yes na be bisa mo say enti we no sana na ayeden na ayeden
nti na make say no so hwe ni pe koto ya no na nkega na fo mu gidi so mo de enka so mu
say nipa ne de nim fache me back the danger necessary you could generalize it because me so say omo abato no mbehwe so offer a year the presiding officers offer first no me the last time me be in 2016 the work na me ni o man ni ba me nim sembrana o ma sesane de ya na ye presiding officer o ma no mo ye assistant ewo state no nyina na to special voting menim say assistant sa na wo ho ntino na make say for now no dey say you could generalize and say security for na twa wan hwa na ya
bi on say meka omo to ye nyina in bracket say amanfo yusu say man bi emfim ka say omo to ye nyina no e wogidie say man no manfo no wogidie say nipa e de omo no mudika omo no munim mu pa omo na adwuma ni si o man so
hwe ni me ne de enipa o enipa enipa me do aka na meto ase under normal circumstances no enka omo ena wo se enka omo ye mane ye ehwesode na Ghana fo nyina na over the years ne yaba be hu se enipa enipa wona wo se oye security person okohweso no eno krenya me enu ne se owo ni interest o ana meboa
the interest nso share da ho
but owo ni interest the oye polling agent or ye presiding officer okwako gina ho no sebi oye ni interest
but interest in choice was so kwesa
no kre but on say wo hwe eye mbra no mu nso a so wo hwe eye mbra no mu nso a anope na me ne media me nyalo na me ne lawyer for back mienu edin komo bi some say specifically na dia na mbra no eka na no obi kotu eye PNDC law eye 284 eye section 31 yeah 3 284 section 31 and na okase se ofa eno a exclusivity no ekoma eye the electoral commission officials any persons a omoko assist nti se wo yi eno se emrakoni na te se de meka no electoral commission mpanyefo wona yeyi omo se nkomo nyina gina te se de meka the presiding officers eye the assistants no komo de enkemra ne so omo kete se nkomo de omo ni hu kwan se omo beye bibia ebe me na adanadi se bebi ginani anase bibia ye ginani but me de me pese me kan embrase no mpo me de me pese me kan on a moral grounds
okay
sana me pese me kan on a moral grounds no me free say na ehun hye de hia se obi befa eye ne camera se wo ye security officer se wo ye electoral commission officer
media person
no ye media person media sana me hu no na me hu se ehun hye de hia se ade no what to awie ade de ni nyina ye be kan de woto ye ne ye be kan e de aka ho ana me boase sa de ye no ye kan last minute na de ni nyina be bum si moma ni nyina mum ni ye twabere no duru so a eni ye be hu ni ye den eye
we de kenkan bre no duru so
kenkan bre no duru so a enti no so watu ama eye ana watu ama bi a fair enough
no the consanity
e wo hefa me ti me koto ama e Dr. Babud Bahamia me to ama number 1 but ehun hia se me kwakoto na me twa ne mfonyi na se eni obi etu no twa ne mfonyi dia ne senka be ya asem ti me hu ni se ehun hye de hia se ye be kwakoto abe na we de eno aye nhwesode amaye but ye kɔ ne kesi mu no se ya ye nyina ye bum na eye da memenda ya kwakoto no me ma de strade a me de to eye mabunu in particular enimu ne se mabunu eye the youth no ukɔ na we de paper ne ma na se wo se number 1 na opɛ na wutima mesro ehu nhia se obetwi wo phone se odi twa ehu nhia mesremo toma nipa na wo se ono na ofiri so betumi ma Ghana akɔnanim tima no na wo wi a bobone kama se ne be ya sa ballot no ensei na fa kɔhye adaka nimu eno ene ehiaye na se wo twa mfonyi ne de eno enhye da mfa so de bia emre Ghana mo
okay medase ora bano ena yete ne nkano ono efri Dankwa Institute safi na wadwani ano pay ewo dwumadie su a yedi nkomo afa abatwa enra yekoto ye me special voting no ora Peter Kwasi Mensa enso ewa ha na Dr. Frank Bano ne yete ne nkano enti Peter na mintio enra special voting ne course wo ma emramu ni enhihie mu na so moto mu di wo mu no eto ye we few incidents here and there but do don ase omgidi se ekoye especially say mfidie a ereto abanra no mehu ayi ankoye fidie bia se ne ade ya cheda ntete the next 10 minutes mpacho mitio
mirase ani dear
but 99 to 919 my time
leave yeah papa John mama say yenchia Ghana fo nyina na yenda omo koto special voting ne enura da ni nyina yenda obi ase
okay
say omaye oman so de na omahwe ehunu se was say contributed to the democracy na ye practice no by going to the polls to exercise their franchise say koto ye na ye papa John mama say ne hwehwemu ne ye ne agino ye gidie kese se to special voting no dodo na eto aba edema ye wura John Dramani Mahama enti no ye wura John Dramani Mahama fa kwanya so ni abomu nyina abaso se wa otoma no se wa wantoma ne o munyina ose odamase sanse ma contribute to the democracy in na percent ye anymore no. Now we come to the fallout of the special voting. Now many J baby a dog started free in a conversation. Now all reference say South Africa said ye omusi eya omashisheye e bana abato mo. And no ya na kase democracy no den grow because say yet ye ho ase e wo memo anyway enka abato obre enke ni kwan say omanfo e kase se wo ma me sika wo ma me ka sika wan fa ba se ama me ba se ya ye nkoto aba say yet ye ho ase na mpuntuo papa amanyo sem na koyie ama omanfo a enka obi nkojina line mu say ye den ye tiche biscuit ye tiche meat pie any ade enti dog asema o the start ya o kire say the South Africa who could do a post for company 10% for nkafa say who say politician jina le mu a o mo chiche nuane e dey ma wo mo kotwa ba na do eno so ebi wo nda
ba se ni na
meba on say enkomo ni edi
see ni so edi
the esi wo Ghana na ye be ka ho asem sisi ya o waka enkrabata ba in politics no ya na ye discussion na ye free bibi intellectual dishonesty edi obi kasa obeka asam no fa ba ko e fa ba bi no ai dey abrasi akọ any friend that it is a one twi adwe na because ye nkomo aye di sisi ya no the esi kese a ama Ghana fo bebre kasa no eye ye si wo aya waso waso gon aye hu say ma me Lydia ampie wo ho ejina la mu aye chiche nuane e de ma woni a wo mkoto aba na de ye wiram e wo saa ade we hu say aye security officials a ye security officials no na abato mmire mu no also mo hwese emra ye adwuma obi anu a we den ogu mra so ne ade na saafo ye mo ba ba hwese emra ye adwuma at the election period no politicians no omadwuma si dada adwuma bia politicians e wo ye bia wo election day about obre no is with their polling agents and their reps at the election center. When it comes to the electorate doku tie ono me ya dwen say at the polling center hono say a democracy ya nyini ne pese ya manyo no edimu a at the polling center hono enya afa na MP anasa parliamentary candidate eba be kire se wodo omanfo no na oye bibi ama omanfo na hu se owotema ma omo edi ato abama ho eno e demonstrate say ye democracy na tape ye nyini ye. And I want dog to join me na ye mu se sa niama ye bi se na eba ne sa omo democracy na nyini no omo hwe ya na omo sere yen. It does not create a good image for our democracy in our country. And this idea when do see this uncommon, we have to be bold and condemn it to serve as a deterrent. And my 1 year Saturday aba ye kwa akwoto no omo mu bo mu tim poso omo ye saade bi no ye ma me Lydia Sayira amade a wo ye wo aya waso westwo gon no etiamra enye fe ensani because anyway many wo ka say MPP abai abedi so mfie nwotwe efie nwotwe mama Ghana fo ye ho akire ye Ghana fo bi munuma sesei a mabunu over 2 million and near Jumanya our motor mobile to a jemo. Now say report be the top on 10 say about 750,000 Ghanaians omako into abject poverty no muni hiamu amamu boninti banks ya gugu no domestic debt assistance program omode baye ama amafo akohia bobomo eto akese na mode abeto omanfo so etu beti covid tax momo tax bola tax ubeti betting tax ede ohawa beto mrantia ene Ghana fo ye so enema boa ye din ukodwomu a wotwa ye ntwo Ghana fo nia ye hantwo efie mo twinye na mama koma de Ghana fo ebi mo fa ho awuwu na ye nwose the former your friend saying chairman of the Kama group of companies young wish in family no condolence
if you be see ye kwasi
me di be see asem so ntima me ho no sai enyema we nyina ya fomu yawo wontumi nya hwema ye abato mre ana odi meat pie be da Ghana fo
bakwasi yen hwa ade
abato mre ana odi drink and water and ye be hwa so do ato abama
ko nya botre yen hwa ade ti se de o kan ya no o ka se abambofo ne ade but eno na metie nkomo ne ade cause na me monitor ne ade di be bi nso a nipa bi nso nya o madwuma ne ade akwahye obi because wo hwe polling center hona presiding officer no hona
yes
eni me bi emfa ne kwan mu no na hye won sase bi a obe alert security officer ne say we nkoso yi ntisi but ya ne de akwahye security officer so be ka yo say me hye we asinti ono na wo say ebia o promise me anase o ma me kwan ma me yewe sa de no ye kan sa ne akọ ne ye ma obi nso nye na adwuma
ani mo me da ase enkomo na me di no e nkura bata miensa maka baako ye ma me sagira ma dia me de fa ba no so me ho ana me di besi ye ma me sagira ma dia wa ye ya emwa ye democracy tia obu ye dimtia because nya bato mre na ode meat pie ne ade e ba be da Ghana fo so wo ye adwuma mfie nwotwentam mfie nsia entamo a unko gina so wo di meat pie na e kwakodo aya waso boaso gon one of the constituency elite constituency it wo yes akwa wo bu o manimtia enya wo na wo de sa meat pie ne drink ne emu bia wo de ba da ye na beto aba kana fo mesremo abaya ye koto ene Saturday dia no sikache ene aduane che no emo bia mfa sikache me da wo esanse sika bia da omudi babia momo tax sika betting tax sika COVID-19 tax sika a omudi begu yan so na bi no mo pone e de abra ho enti emo bia mfa sa sika ne me da wo enka se koto aba me pa acho sika ne de me camp a me ye na de me ka che Ghana fo no se ena me se ye sika ni nti no sika ne de omo de ba me pa acho di sika no na di sika no but koto ti omo di sika no na di sika no na koto ti omo aduane omo de ba ne de me serew MPP for omo ye expert in sharing expired goods
question
nti omo de aduane ba so be di aduane free MPP for ye to so mienu security nsam ne police station your friends presiding officers asema okay anyway electoral officers na omo wo ho no omo ni mde omo ni say at the center of the election circle now my dey demarcating no politicians any access to that lane eti ebane say ana presiding officers no omo to no omo ye nhwe han ama omo hu say we or parliamentary candidate na baba be gina queue mu no omo ne nkofo te aduane ama omo queue mu e na sa presiding officers no ana mo be no mutu ye because the presiding officers and the electoral officers present no e wo so mu yi maame na sutre say maame oni hu kwan so obeden we yes ade we so assuming would admit say maame na bunani aguso and deliberately opeso yes ade npo a mu amoye presiding officers me more your friend say security for no subu omo de me pa che say omo na yes security officers they are supposed to ensure say emra be yadwuma etu onti na say omo nto omo ba
presiding officer no because omo sa na me
pa che say your security officers yes omo ni kan koto aba omo wi a no omo meboa na yan hwe se perpere yo ebe koso ewo December 7th Saturday aba na ekwa akoto no enti security officers ekwa akoto aba na omo mom yekwa induce omo na security officers we ene mponi yekwa induce omo na the general elections no enti we mu nyina na me kire say presiding officers no asudie kese electoral commission kire be ne dem Mame fa manusi.
Ono esi time ma time ono esi hwe time.
Ani botete.
Time asi me.
Ani botete.
We me catch me patro time asi ya san ton patro bem.
Really, me da asi. Amesa Chairman Collins Osuamankwa, former MP for Mentiono.
Future Collins.
Honorable.
Long
time.
Honorable Mateo Nkrano, Yamisha. Anim.
Yeah, Tano.
And special voting. Medan Yamias say, at long last, at least, a baby torting Yante Basabasabia, with the exception of my Lydia Sayram. Na masefem. You see, Doc on some references I will make here.
Yeah.
The reason why, in fact, I have observed across the African continent. And who say
the Africa mukwana mkohwe bonti. Mkotu bi da.
Who say
Mkotina ho.
There be.
Who say or more electioneering processes. If you look at the media spectrum, the kind of politics I do media it doesn't exist anywhere as hot as we have it in Ghana.
Yeah,
nowhere.
It's true.
Nowhere.
It's true.
Now, we robed in culture, soon a binding your near, and ye de shebi BM. Ghana, Ketwa said you were over 80 languages. Compared to South Africa, more 12 official languages. I stand to be corrected, and about 35 other languages. But Ghana, as Ketwa as we are, you were over 80 languages. South Africa, almost 12 official languages. Almost everybody can speak that language. But Ghana, you can't say tree any the largest spoken language. Your national language.
Nadia Samaba.
Nkranfobe sorry. Nzimafobe sorry. Sefifobe sorry. Egbefobe sorry. Na yensuwe. Your problem back on. And now the political terrain has become so porous and corrupted because of politicians nankasa. Why? Because you started from Bentua. Say Rollins Abreso ye che Bentua kotoa bane sa no manoma. Edidimu saa bedu sam pempensui. And the politicians no almost finding a way to weave themselves into your schools, no, especially the branches of Motiti or your various schools, no.
Universities now
yes,
can I say
yes.
second cycle.
They have even gone down to the second cycles.
Okay.
Now, as we speak, the free SHS is being used to psych the people. Say,
say any policy.
It is Ghana's policy. It has been in the constitution for so long. In fact, there was
not be implemented.
Don't say that. You see, it is inaccurate. So what kind of wholesaler? You see, if you compare yes. On one case, NDC every one about 30.1 million Ghana cedis of the free SHS are not started progressively, absorbing only the part of the day students, or more fee, right? You see, let us be honest, small.
Exactly.
Now the buy, in fact, the campaign was to say they were going to implement it wholesale. They couldn't. They went back to the progressively free. They did the first year, the next year. So it took them 3 years to complete the cycle. 3 years, so they never envisaged, double track the boom. And they themselves came to admit, even double track number abolishing within how many years? 5 years. Have they been able? Right? If they had gone wholesale, the economy would have crashed, as the finance minister allegedly said during I think their cabinet meeting, allegedly. But you see, they have gone down to the tertiary institutions and even now to the second cycle to corrupt them. Their SRC elections, they go to bribe them. Politicians.
Okay.
So the branches that they have formed, the TAIN, the TESCON, etc., etc. It is only these two parties, and no more was a huge base in our schools, and they take charge of who should be elected. It has never happened across the African continent anywhere.
He amendment and then he from be yi sade na fi wona te se de doc kan ye no ke be hu ni se nka nra isi ke din obi akwa na okoto no ko.
You see, then I mean, it will be very difficult.
We sure see this year so betumi aye.
Of course, you betumi aye. But look at what happened when Obi Ekoma 1,000 Ghana cedis no ma ye tool abanity and we you know. MS assembly elections no ma. I can say on one case say me ma say special prosecutor then buy dey say ya tin ho asem biem. Ye hu de ekosi ye. And the special prosecutor is inviting my Ram or whatever it is. So omo hwehwem. Enkosi aga. Ani my
yes, I need a anymore now. There have
been precedents.
Precedent no the but say bia
precedent no one
that could be ubenya could be obey nature say a journey of 1,000 miles no one step in the start and I won't this
oh me jidi sir but when the president have been sequential course the same thing na say yeah tiabontin our perception shows say we so enkosiaga
okay
but I mean Mame Sairam MP for Ayawaso West Wogon. Wasn't the first sitting MP who has introduced this unethical behavior, this irresponsible behavior into our electionary process. Now, I mean, the shema koma is the fact that per the video that I'm watching and I watched, none of the security personnel rejected the food. For God's sake, you are in uniform. You are in uniform. At that moment, you are not an ordinary person like me sitting here. You are in uniform. You could not want to hear a show also. I rejected Adriane. What kind of training do they give you? What kind of ethical, ethics, security setups? To the point that what a sorry party move from na election so obi and you in uniform you are the first person to say oh mama it's okay
but me ehona me so me wa adwin bi say akwakwa say te say de wo ka no omaje e fo so manyini but wo hwe enhyehyɛ de ama presiding officers baby e wo se nipa ni gina eni baby a ebi nipa no kro nipa ko ye na ni kwan kra se nko ba ya hwe amakwan ma watumi akwakodo akwacha de
ma kwan ma ba
so presiding officers na wo ye wo ye no what prompt security officer
yes I want to address the woman first
yes
and the security personnel
yes
and even the people in the queue
until account 3 minutes for addressing you
can say back account 7 yeah na
the time obi a o
eda abatwo ho nti shana eda abatwo yes a certain distance and obegina now you the sitting MP you are very much aware of the electioneering processes wo ko ho de aduane ko mo sha wanka sa wo se no wa hagi ni pa no this woman should be called to book and they shouldn't entertain treat her with a kid gloves. Now, say you stop her in her track, and I say you serve her, you near bibi man serve as deterrent. And Barbe to us across the country say, "Obi betu me akọ check you and whilst the queue is there." I mean, nipa na gina society to abi. Now, security personnel and more na wundi bi wo fieda. Meat pie na the you want to tell me say you can't buy your own meat pie and I say yes you don't know it could be money in there some whatever are you telling me that you can't cook in your own house? Those security personnel that we saw whose faces have been shown in the video should be prosecuted.
A prosecution
yes I mean your all good service na demase
okay
what good service they have their own rules or more a punish them either suspended or whatever it is or whatever they should and yes a time will come when police personnel military personnel I have witnessed a year police for more about a year friend say make us say police for for security personnel so more about I will draw the police I will draw the police
reference now say bia let's do now okay say bia Mr. Senator say bia we there omo say there na Mr. Dr. Bano can ye nipa do be nipa so be ba o ti se bia yi asena se bia
you must all have conscience here. And yes, and you see you are in public place.
Okay.
In fact, say omobana se mo ba be hwa me yato abaye be moduane kropa. Say mo at least 2 at a police station or 3 or more. Ebi abako mienu be kwakotra ko na bi agidi. No mo be change back no. Now when you are standing in the public and electoral officers no so mo tra ho ye nhwe han a mo mom no mo hye mran say gina certain distance a mo allow e mama me no buy into the line to disrupt in Crawford thought no they should also be called to book because I say ya nya sa o mo be indoctrinate ya ma chese efe de ye koto aba it will be, of course see a esikasem nti baby a election processes na kon politicians no na ma na kodu baby adui behaviors like this one
to say behaviors near the hu e kasete no yenye ho den asoman because ye betena dey discuss ya nchire bibia na semra na nya adwuma because ye go back ya 1992 constitution but ye hwe bi ne ye go back to PNDC era and ye akwakonya asemi dey to going forward yenye den amendment bimra parliament fa bibimra ye fa bill bi nko parliament because America mo ne ade nyo start fi but omo ko no omo ko manim no na niema no sesa na mra ne bi beba ba ye keka ne se ane ja ho dia si ye tia na mu
ani bie ne hia otherwise mra boy ho bra no ni na
mra so na ani bie ne kosoro kasi
enforcement we are not enforcing it
it we na enforcement
yes in fact nobody should have allowed the woman to go close and her team so see ani di na abetodwa anka aye no special voting ya antehwe wo bia apart from her enti mame ade a waye ne de go and cooperate with special prosecutor. Now the SCA they year serve as deterrent to the rest of the politicians.
And what pre-judge? They also can.
Oh, pre-judge in the judge.
That's his opinion. That's his opinion.
It was when interestingly, he has denied a certain court and said, I will share a day.
No nim so mo twendro ka so wa
nti ye pamocho sa suban no wa
wase manko
comedy is me ma mi fi
security and in Brazil media do the service that you came from I mean if you want the security personnel to set up na that kind of behavior no they should be able to at least one day tell oh it's okay.
Me da say ye mo fa video me ba so video no me dey atoso ayi
ma me ne se wan
go the next topic eh
ma me ne se wan Lydia say am owo tu ayi
no chemo ne nkoko
owo tu
wo chemo ne nkoko
owo tu in the
next topic here rally amoye no na me monitor with near there na political analyst ni security experts no bi ka say police service no kra no me tie police ni bi interview no ka say police service no wo hwe the crescendo baby ayakwa kodu na ye call the home stretch na rallies no be ho dodo Legon ni Medina no nhwa traffic no ni human e ni be too much. Last rallies NDC MPP Greater Accra but the concern amount for reason say ebo hondodo Legon ni Medina de nka wuma emu take Accra se na be ya movement no enkofa or how be emfamba the next 10 minutes mbacho the aram time no ko nti 9:33 nti fani enko
ani medase mamenti wait on flow kana for ye sram abana ye koto no ye pe woni a wo ye no kwafo wo mo ka no kore se hu se pani bi etwa ntro a saa pani no gine die enye ye ma me sayiram wo video mu a obi ehun se na wo video mu a wo chade o se na mini ho ade we mu odwere ma ye waso waso gonfo mo kan wo se ma me no ye no kwafo
obi a fanti ko ni
obi a oye close to ba ye wura ba omi bia doctor ba omi bia on ka no kore And na mama na demonstrate no. You close to Dr. Mamuba Obia. Say na e ba no kure pa won Ghana.
Yeah, so OSP afabo mun ko bi sha
na fa ba ye kire Ghana for say. You no hwa won say mama ni gina ko feeling gadonchi. O se na me ni wo. Ai. Ghana politics. Any man no. You are don settle dumelo. Ye chiao. You nim say ye waso west gone. This time Echo green for NDC now. When you are John Mama, we be pija Iowa West will go now with the NDC frank and come December 7. Yeah, that's no way my way. Young call asema the two. Security is something very important. Now, you never wrap it up your rally no.
Yeah.
And NDC I day at you see a Koyano Madina and be before so to so many. You see, last me Barbie new bedim come say. When it comes to security issues, both your and homo young family. But you were experienced and expert in when it comes to operations, elections, any other day. It's the last time I catch you say you are dampare. Yes, sir. What you are sharing, maybe by your investigation now. Yes, you are that is one of the experienced and expert in operations. Yes, sir. So when in your juma, now you provide better security. When you say leading to the election, they are meeting with the political parties should have come long ago. And think our money political parties a long time meeting and engagement proper consultation and provide intelligence every mom say oh mo final rally you fana mo pesa mo ye no mo so mo final rally you fana mo pesa mo ye no and ke bet me prevent say oh NDC for akwa mo final rally e wo Madina e ho na people for so akwachi say o mo so be o mo de e wo Legon senka yewra IGP dampare any yura tetanyonwa or any deputy or ye expert in operations any intelligence ye adwuma bomu a enkomu nyina be ya no baba ye kro any politicians and political parties na hia ama proper guidelines ade bi we a ye pese we avoid it on Thursday no and keep it happen but now call police as you are so pepe ya make na say me then said that engage in all these operations and the basre he will be done by the ababes in the date no be ahyewe and now we are there on months no but to provide proper security on Thursday na be here to me akoso asudue no minim say police ase omo sharpa unim say police ase omo pe UTV ba yera IGP mesre woni deputy mun kambo ne expertise in operations intelligence no mo fambom na yambo ani provide security on Thursday ya for to abane Saturday
question patcho we dey say o time can but ya na can say me so ya na I say ye twa picture bibia na ye sa nete wo so me ko hwe mu wo ye wo
me se wo ko hwe mu da me ka tro wa ngo
me security officer
wa mo yen say ye dia sam na trouble ntia
me security officer
say ye penalty
wo ka so mo ka bo mu wo ka so mo ka bo mu e bia baby e koye no omunyina na adepe ba wo ka so mo ka bo mu e se so fro so mo ka bo mu se obe de hu se senyo onu kra no mo report manifest bia me rally wa ha obe de hu se omunyina na adepe no nti so mo hwe ye dan se obe ka so mo ka bo mu o ya ade bi se dampare ni you no problem baby abeko sa
police assure metro yes I omo problem
na duma che mo ya account police service
papa na mana with the whole operations no and what's America because unim dey see was send off no I ya na e bo a police assure my ya dey police assure no it was the expertise of this man ya can as empty tell you enti ye wo enti dey ya can say me say wo dey enti na nim ya na me say me pa wasan because me can ka ba kwa enti wo dey on ko hwehwe ye enka me ba ye nka ba ka dey akwadi wasema okay na ti say wasema na ti say
ye ba ya fofo ye wie enso wo bokwa
ya say your friends say trofo no wasema dance ni o na e wa brochire boys ya say na he ni munko na munko ye dey ka ni nyina no e asomdua asem ne ye ka dey ka ni nyina no se e ba ya Saturday abana ye kwa akoto no ye mpese o ye na bi abeden ebesi enti de afrene se wo mo ka bi edimu wo mo ye o betimi aboa mo ye nyina no ye fo bi ambra on board na sa ye friend say Thursday na right na ye kwa no fana no ye dum kwa we na sam ne de e was ade mu nyina no say final rally it's about the message you were doing dramani mama akọ all the system again menu ka say o wa sante mantem na Santaman metwa kruse wate Asantaman otekwa so ono manfo ye twa kruse sade ye made Ewura John Dramani Mahama feso na mo hwe Ewura John Dramani Mahama nyuma power yama Santaman na mo hwe se ye kan bibremu West Africa nyina the biggest ultramodern market Ewura John Mahama ni NDC na asiama Santaman ye nim so mo de adwadie pa na mo de mo pe enti ni senti eni nyuma pa kese a oyeye no Ewura Mahama du Santaman wa jenefel so era ma say the yesterday ne say Papa John Mahama say or the 24-hour economy policy no eye ne final rally na magu no nya adwuma ye National Women Banker ebe boama ya ma menom ye nuanom maanom enuma wo mo ye mbenya sika ahye wo nyuma mu ama nkwanya efie nkwanya ye de because ma sika wo ma botomu a efie be ye de National Apprenticeship Program ebe ba ma magu no mo pensa no kwaye obi anya bi de ma no kosi
no anunsi over time efo anunsi me no kasa
na kasa me de ade we me furo
na say discussion ye wala ye ko question me bisa ne say waka police for de no obi ntem wo ebe hu ene political parties akese mi no mo Ghana waka police for there munso asudie be ne dam so se mo organizers ni party chairman ni secretary ni ada yi ni mo be hwe se ye obi free kaswa obi nso free akuapem mi nyina ye mo intercross se me ko Legon meso me ko Medina kwan be na mo so asudie be ne dam so se mo be hwe se ye ben ho de ba ye Ghana for ne ye ade ye di asomdwe be bana rally mu be wie no ha obi ama
ani me da nti be de ma no sie no
wanu si ye yimi sa question na no me ama ma ata
me de be si be
ne ma wa bo so question na be bisa na yi ama
to me ya no ene ye nuanom school for mo be ko university nursing training the teacher training na first year me si be training nyina no ene ye ba be bo no tofa ewo Madina etimu nyina momra e ba ne security nsem a political party yen NDC ye gu akoma me ye wo internal security NDC de aye ne se abana ye koto no Saturday no Ghana for to abama Ewura John Mahama ni
esi mesi de be na mo ka kire ma chidi for no and ye ebe
asam no busa yan ko se ye di
who dey akon na so won ka bibi nchire wo chidi for no ye kwasi
me beka ani nyamtre asam ba nyamtre eti Ghana for to abama bum di amaye ye no yan ko ye tutu asebia
aka 2 minutes
NDC yan ko ye tutu asebia de ye ka kire MPP ne electoral commission nse obi nka se puduo nse ani ebedidwo yen all NDC reps e call police station nada obi a de ehwe ne se Ghana for to abama yen ye protect ballot box ye kan ya ye Ewura John Mahama di nkonim yen ko ya tutu asembia na emom se bibi ko ka papa e na papa be den e be kwa kwaji krede yen pese bibi a be ka papa e wo Saturday entina NDC for ya ye campaign ye de message akọ ama obi ehunu se munko abonte na munyina 24-hour economy policy so National Women Bank policy so National Apprenticeship Program policy so no school fresh ayi policy so na munko to abama Ewura John Mahama ye fan tokwa enko police station ho ye enko twen sekan e wo police station ho ye enko twen maani nkontiba e wo police station ho de ye kire mo ane se fa okokromuti na ko police station ho ubura pepa ne yanya de show nsam pe hwehwe bebi NDC chini ye ne wo omu bebi NDC chini ye ne wo pe Ewura John Mahama ne nim fefe wo ho na box bi wo nanim ho na o de wudi o tin ho enti December 7th abana ekoto de omu ya ne se NDC ewo na nim
boss ewo
nchen NDC chini ye ne nchen
ezo ka bodo do medu so be sa question nti de besi ano no
NDC
sa question answer
so eti NDC chini ye ne nchen abana ekoto no de wo hia ni so be ku NDC chini ye December 7th abai koi wo de wo hia ni so be ku NDC chini ye ye di paper ni show nsam na wo ku NDC chini ye no pe
wo ba cho ta maso
woni obi a ne sikantwe woni obi a ne mabo na yemhum ye be kisho ye be masumdwe aba ho ye mu se de maka no obi nka se puduo nse but puduo ne kwhye a ye be di dwo ne di bia ye ogo na mama wo anim mama obi adi
medas Mr. Sanita no ba chobrem rallies e ben ho security expert kasa parties no so bi se ejina omo so esanse moye nyina man na ba bi do omo so moye no mo wu ahwan na mo kodi omo so ebi nso say next time police service ne security service so mo hwe ne yi cause ye main science na aka say ye hu yanka Mpacho meet you the next 10 minutes 10:44
ane me da say na o bisa kwesi say IGP ne deputy oya yet say ane me no kura da ho na waka asema general knowledge
nim ntimi nka bi mani
say no na mo sha say so mo kasa de ne account but they are not
bi anam de mo office of
ntimi information okay. They are not on talking terms, okay. And it has not helped. It is because of this. And now, do you see when Mambo Bino is see? You understand? Because they did not set up the security architecture in a manner a bit prevented the see Nima Mambo Bino. Why? Because a SIDA, nti ankane se omo eyusu sa president na omo ko work omototo buoko His Excellency the sitting president in fee na be ye ntokwa no wonima hwa asida na nkrofo no there's another period omo sa call work no na nke ese mama money ko but they were negligent because the security architecture in terms of operation was lagging behind. Now I mean yes, a political party so a channel rally, but my question maybe say you say parties are the same, you know, or rallies no every year, Thursday, Yawade. Now, why they choose the venue first? And no coming here, it will help me to be able to address the issues in a manner, and can be feel say a bebo amene abuati for.
Tell me security service ne because some address, some letter come ko seek venue.
Exactly. Until nanka. Whichever the second letter that went for a second venue, no, that's the security architecture could have sat with the second party and tell them, say, looking at the chaos that will happen on that stretch of road, in Tianka, Ebia Bakon and Trinity and call a different venue because it's on the same stretch.
Yeah.
So if they have accepted, I would have loved to believe, say, Anka. Road demarcation in terms of say, okay, more call you deal with what's the name? Medina. No. Ebi amu use the stretch of Efia Achimota. Now ko fast alungulungu mako pie friend say baby
Atomic
Junction.
But forgetting say apart from politicians, individuals also use road.
I know. Because the greater number, the more one router, you don't ban them completely. I know. You will not ban them totally from another route.
Okay.
They said if 37, if you are Shamamba, you understand. But you would have reduced the tension on that particular stretch of route. To say if a friend is saying. If 37 and I say if
stretch
you would have reduced yes
into
anka buses need be whatever it is no fa another router eba ko pie Madina ho na ebi mo so ayusu because omo de omo ye wo lego ha e closer nti anka omo so me buses because for them there's no need to sell back one wine or that side of course ebi mo so fi ho be ba but you would have reduced the traffic on the various routes. Now, I mean, the structure of the security architecture in terms of operations and protection of this Jumano. Ebeya mra na ejina nshisheya police for Ediaguho. In tandem with nshisheya na your friend say parties for no so Ediaguho.
Okay.
Na yebe yusu bombedio na ye tu omo for say. Yeah, Shebro mo wi no ye be kwa afifu from 2025.
Na nya abato no kranka numako na start advert gidi.
Exactly.
Abato nti obia.
Yes. Na se anka be yusu we de ba me yusu.
Enye de ampacho.
Ko ye de ensese ye. Na emoja ehwiegu a wo wuko sa really two way omokoi. I can assure you there's no way ananado danko Akufo-Addo. His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, His Excellency John Mahama, the rest. Omo close in the contest no. Omo bia hombeka. Inti wo awudi a kire no. Wo kọ na so bi dia ba ball. Obi di bibi ball. Enim wankasa wasem.
O kọ na somdwe so obi mfa bi mu.
Exactly the case.
Yeah.
Afen so no. Say Legondiano, I think the venue, no, I pray Sanka it will be such that even though Crawford doors, but they should have been screened or more shame. If it is a stadium, maybe on that block one all the entry points. Here you so back into be our be screening.
And yes, stadium no.
And yes, stadium. So it will be difficult for you to screen them. That's one thing. Enti wo a
screen ni person you bet me for kwan bi so aye in a way be the larger percentage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Demonstration here nkofo here for your friend say Galamsey. Security architecture deploy 10,500 police officers. Nkofo just about 50 per. I don't know how many they will deploy for this one.
In amnesia intelligence or more here.
I don't know how many they will deploy for this one. Don't forget that it is the same day the same activity happening in tandem. The security architecture is going to be stretched. And I want to believe, say, in this one, probably they will invite the military to also be standby in terms of anything, right? But the most important thing some of us want to hear is that they should go and speak the truth, what they can do for the people of this country.
Maybe I agree. So don't become a candidate.
And Trono Ayadoso. Because Enrichi EV buses are launch here. Now MPP apparatchiks were able to tell us in the face, say, Abaiwa na okaka, onya abaiwa, obi mame a drive a electric bus no. Oye kaya ye graduate. I am sure you feel say sebe.
Na onim no.
Can you imagine?
Mary is it Lalaku 2020 all driving Ayalolo almost media folk interview no.
Okay.
And the videos are there.
Okay.
And Trona was a first graduate of the EFN say Kaya you know. Many of them were not Kaya. Why would you want to deceive us? Who be trying to watch for us to accept you?
Okay, information as many of them were not Kaya.
Oh, many of them were not Kaya. You understand? And I had not a hammer. Now, you see, this election, may the best judge 2 regions. Men can say 2 tribes, no one can say me tribal. But may the best judge 2 regions, Ashanti region and Greater Accra region. So far, what I've seen in Ashanti region, the perception that we have had for a very long time, that Sabi, party be from Menshia. In this omo boy kuye kra ye omo ane no omoko. Yeah, anim.
Party be on a stronghold.
I know. Anim. Ye wo awofo a omo awo ma. Omo atwichi omo mo rudumu e de nkola ne nyina akosku akogu agu kire be se 9. Obi omo adopt no e ka omo ho ana ono osiesie fie hwe ono. Wo wie school ye adwuma wo Ghana ha. E wo Koforudua. Sa awofo no omba no 4 omo of various countries abroad penny omo family awofo no adopted child na ono no hwefie bobo amo no a oye adwuma Koforodua no eno no hwe awofo no ye wa awofo a omo ma abenyini awo omo se kan kun omo enti the Americans are something
analogy no
asanteman the mi hu ye with the 2 parties nkofo epie ba abonte no it tells me that something is happening in the Ashanti region.
Yes, rallying to about
rally to about to a certain extent.
Okay.
Which the American say Asante man enfa sa parties ni anyway entoto nsani ani every one is abreso ebabedu Mills Mahama amisata every Yorakufo ebabedu Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo abreso mon fan to nsaniasis mo na aboa yen enye wo banko na behwe wo daachi wo na mon fan to aba mon kan hu so say mo na mo the largest your friend is MPs about in numbers about 49 anamboa and this is 42 and it means about 47 for MPP in the Ashanti region.
Now the one
I stand to be corrected. It is a champ point to national cake you better pepe all right.
Ashanti region Ejura Asawasi Biase
3 or more 3 I'm so MPP
because sir Kwazi So adwaye NDC.
Yeah, or 4.
Na asanwase ene ni wadu bi ase.
But I think the constituencies are
47, I think.
Anambra.
Yes.
47. Nti omo MPs dodo. Nti sanka ye che national cake ye che pepepe e ba development aka so omo na me bank ran so amedi wie no. Enkranso ana Ashanti Scrap no. E ba so ya say
Tatanfo anu sina.
Omo no boye bebre.
Doc mrem.
Enkranso ga to be specific. E ha ye ntu galamse wo ha wo ye nse mo nsu because nsu kra mo ne bi eno one dawo kese na ye nyina ye hwe.
Sisi galamse na ba ha.
Pass galamse ye tu wo mo nsa asim. To the point sense a indigenous Ga for among Sassi. Among Fantu and any parties in you know. The water from was by force afa.
Oh.
To the point, sir, me and Casamina, Madame for Charles, who are night medeno, your call Prime FM, your call Bay, change must come. And that was a so a Chimota Forest Reserve. One cra, ne papa cra when yes, I say.
No patches.
Me patches you are from in Crawford as afa. And your party back up. No more fun to do any parties, you know. The often was as a powerful, and you never come more talk to my banana.
Ashanti region sits near 47.
47. AU village.
Farm place.
On my paying for a seed. Set or the barber or mobile meeting or her. You see, that now president formed by meeting in Vienna. And then Mohammedia, your chafa.
Yes, your coalition. Doc. Me rallies ebobo hu any matters arising.
Me da say bia yes NDC ni back on and an analyst, but let me say the impression I'm getting is different.
Well, you know.
Quickly, Mami, let me correct some misconceptions about this. Is it anytime I hear to about because a region be, in fact say a fat data now, and I'm a statistician, I'm an economist. So we Greater Accra Freehold, the most developed region in Ghana, is Ashanti region.
Okay.
So offer the roads in Ashanti region, or the emphasis say interchanges in Ashanti region. The NDC cannot point to a single interchange they built in the Ashanti region. And this will be the Tnahano Kas Ashanti region. Monfa party into Tonseni yeso.
Party me you know.
Into Tonseni yeso. Na on to a ban one shade so will be with travel from now. The voter region has been voting for NDC since I could recall. So you have the poverty index in Ghana. Where does the voter region rank? And where does the Ashanti region rank? But they still vote for the NDC. So if the person says it is reasonable. But let me make my point. If the person also says it is reasonable, say one of the poorest region will continue to vote for a party that from PADC has ruled Ghana over 20-something years and they have not seen development. But the other one, which is the second most developed, should rather vote for the other party. Oh, I mean, what are we talking? What are we talking about? What point are we making? Then elections is not even about what a particular region will benefit. It is about holistically what will come to Ghanaians. See a turn on regional basis and you will be the near Fimudia and then Kianko Tuabanokra. And if for anyone to sit on a media like yours and say, dear, we were near film. Says you're free senior high school, there are you free? And you can't afford you, man. Ebi amimiti obi obi ananka onye minua onye meba. But one or two reasons be for some acquaintances ebi an me tue nipa ni school fees. But because of free senior high school, I won't have to pay that money. Indirectly, me vote into no say nipa ebiko school. And when we are talking about policies and programs, it's not about what a particular region will benefit, but about holistically, they're about Bwagana money in the tumpo.
Okay.
And I find it very disingenuous for anyone to do a comparison. And maybe that's why I came here not to do this kind of politics. A comparison and say, with the region BC. Nama catches our region, they say a quack or twaba, Fanioma, you know, to us in our crowds, you now say. When the Galamsey start in Ghana, the Galamsey start in America for those era. Time and America for in 2020 general election, then the presidency told line also. Say he's going to fight Galamsey and number the new patriotic party MPP almost lost all seats in Galamsey communities, you know. What were the NDC doing? The alternative today, who have been asked, to say I'm making a point.
Osho seat in the enye no kresa.
You never okay fine. But the alternative no also no Ghana here no Galamsey. Let's even take the seat out and let's look at Galamsey fight.
Okay.
What were they doing? They were in the pits. No, it's not about you provoking me. It's about people being disingenuous, and that is what I am against. The NDC now, young friend to Sanyesuno were in the pits, telling the Galamsey, yes, in the video said them just all telling Galamsey as among Twaba, my Namudia Motomaya, Yebu Crane Ba, Yamama Jumanekese.
That's all man we need Pastor Galamsey Koso.
No, the point I'm saying is and can you see we are against Galamsey there. And the NDC equally should have spoken against Galamsey.
Okay.
If that is the analysis we sit here to make. That shows how disingenuous and dishonest we are as a people.
Ntina quite topic no so we here no.
So we shouldn't make any analysis and put tribal and other religious pet people and say so a region way and a region way and a will say no. It is totally erroneous for us to do that and very terrible as intellectuals to come and sit on TV and do that kind of analysis. Very, very erroneous. And it's something that we shouldn't even do at all. Now, me call one sermon so about rallies ne idea woka once me. For me, I'm convinced that me kind no say yet party politics any democracy asia.
Yeah.
And can we nya adi mpa nke issue.
That the hunsunti ne ekasa
na make us say say democracy no to say ye Ghana for ye tutu ye ho hwahwa ye ho.
Yeah.
Say a bad democracy ka bi ma min ka bi amamu na ye na sebi ye di mo akotene wo abibi mamu no say sa na tia. Nka we nya asem sebi o mi no ti he say wo ye green and we ye blue na me so me ye blue na say ye ko na bia de akrampo na efa sanke nyina be fa ka ba ko ye du legon a merci anim me ko wonso wa de watwam wonso wo comedy na de me nka efa chense ka we nya dia nka afi ne ko bo twi ka ku ka we e be ye den
mantiase ni wontiase bo ho ba
e wo sentiase ne wo ho e mo na wo wa wuti hei ene me a metie ni ya ka nyina ti e ya sede se ye betina aha no musi ya ye mantiase ni mu da ho pe kire Ghana fo. Because you see, a journey of 1,000 miles begin with what? A single step. Into yes, you will at the swade say you will road to play in all this education. I can't answer me. You can't need any baba or politician, need any police. But yes, you will road to. In fact, the media are say you have become the fourth arm of government. Muron is saying, how are you informing the public? But rather, the media has taken a passive stance. And I said, "Ba and Sembi say ya, me yenye di kusho bi yes media so ya to say we are the fourth arm of government."
But doc also them no nya be sense metin media so me o tie me from beginning na ye bon de rombo onwum no kra na ye ka. But once obeka be wie na nipa no be ko na obi be bande ye bo ade no ho ban ye se ye pamo mamani anse na etu kura fo se ye pamo kura anse na etu mamani fo doc mbacho me ba enti si enim se ti se de wa wo de hye wo nkomo na se no si ye tinima bi ase anka no bi ye nye se de odan kan South Africa no ba enti sa wa ha enti ade ne ye twen se ye kofa sa ade na ba ne ye wi aka sense njoni nkobo daru na mbodaru no wanti a mfaso be ne ba so since me prevent sa ade kono ma
any point I'm making man ka sense ntroni enkobo daru
o central for your rule ni say yen kasa na manfo nti ase se me tie dia wo kan
you see education is continuous and one off event
nti ni discuss nti
ka first degree acquire masters we masters acquire PhD
nti so na the topic I discuss.
Yes, this is an educational. I was saying you know first and foremost. You ma Ghana for tiasi. Say ye ba partisan politics. And yan to kwasem. The first me MPP ni no interest say me your town for. No. And any idea me person media no ejitum na ye hye saa ade no ka na ye media no say wo edima wuti here na me dem nsa point wo but yeah wo ma ye kwan me betena wa fidie su nyina we have a role to play because you be use platform
no nye media Ghanaians as a whole.
Yes, okay. but say Ghana for nyina opportunity betena wa fidie su.
Okay.
And to the few of us who get the opportunity to come and sit here no e ye wo so wasede say ye kasa ye mu no te say bia me betena ha na me chase na me kan sembi me be ye tribal politics no bigotry kakra ni ma subtle bigotry enim e ye wo wasede say obetwe me say me nua ketwa asema wo kan die I sense some tribal tones in it into Mr. Chesan. It is your responsibility as a moderator to draw my attention. Every media may be carried away by the frenzy. So what you say? And not to make us say, see, you never snaha, you never snaha. Ghana for 34 million cannot get opportunity to come and sit. Inti can't legoni ni make for legono when say ye queen. To me, to make us say to me personally, and can be who or Casaman Casa. A year as some a woman. Media can be who say be bias. Until I make my example, we say a DNA say be a minute to win. In fact, I prepared the minimum baby, now the minimum baby. Memphis, and also a political analyst, but which is questionable. But they are not pay or 2 SS already in the baby.
Political analyst.
Oh, that is dogs are in dogs because the castle dogs are into. Is it when you make certain comments, it exposes you.
You see,
and I'm saying this I'm saying this. It exposes you. You see, but if I say me or two.
On the own baby.
Yes, on the son. Is that so way in him? And to almost say, "Minini delia, minini make to make the live fair because minini baby ojina." Nah, Bible can be or say, come out also be you know. Come out tonight. Many Christian you are conquering the kind, and then me na make. Was obey you know. Obey yes. Number trouble to the other, and into for me, young Ghana for a party or the policies, Papa, a guaquem.
Okay.
Party, what tray a coin of first work creative jobs. Party, or then started a year or implemented health insurance. Or side a free maternal health care back home. Party be by a so median command one-time premium. Ghana for AGD ko to abama sa party no. Omuri almost have a gina simple so catch us so some candy. I mean a flagship policy in 2008. Or me catch us some candy boy. And they up the same party or sa ko a year 2024 general elections are the flagship policy on what to do and now we are the flag bearer called Eastern region. They could be signed once more say after they don't cry a voluntary. And the Ghana for enemy say yeah but me pass sebi obey to me aka somebody else say you are yeah kasa ye papa Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Baumia on Ghana for
say Dr. Frank Bano and a technical director of research Dankwa Institute. Yeah, quite Nevia and it's a topic in chato. We the next 6 minutes now. The Parliament will resume December 16th. Just a time I'm saying free ho. Speaker Abeka such as 16th. Omumra na Simbia Kanya don't prepare chance and the 9th Parliament number. But the next 6 minutes meet you.
That's right. Doc. Dog, would you to Mukropo political analyst and Kabemu? The fact is that I was the acting general secretary for the Convention People's Party, and there be a Why? Because Mekano Kreno. When the NDC was in power, I had not done so. Doom so was not the cause of Mahama. It was not the cause of Kufu. Neither was it the cause of Francis Rawlings, but Mahama Bresso. And I remember the reason why I referenced Charles Owusu, Meneno, and Jennifer Queen, called Prime FM.
Yes.
And somewhere, sometimes when I see my Facebook post, I mean, NDC one, I sit back and say, easy. And your party has benefited from me. And he said, and Marco Fanado Danko Kufuado. Abba, not also what the economic wizard, shape economy. No more boy from potopotopos. I will say it the way it is. Me, I am a victim of the banks and since the loans are collapse here.
Well, yes, I pay better issue the time I can.
I don't expect anybody to accept me as a
my issue is not about you criticizing government. It's about the regions you pitch. That's all I'm talking about.
You never know. Yes, the Right Honourable Speaker. Our call is 16th or this year, and this is the final hurdle. But you see, I am scared because I have certain perception that final hurdles now they move. A whole year political system, omutumi te ebo hatana wa agency carefree. And based on discuss with Parliament, I pray, say, if you go and vote or give your consent to a certain loan within this short period, what have Ghana mind? Sir, 335 million tax waiving. I mean, what you journalists probably you have not investigated to know. NSA, the Agenda 111 factories, a year from start to scratch. Politicians took money from the Ghana exam created by the previous administration. So, what are you scanning for the Agenda 111? The support of those who were Jumadada. Now, they see from scratch in there. About 80% belongs to political actors, and they want tax waivers. Now, Omoko opposition and access Omotia Bemwa, let's just say they are enjoying the largesse at the expense of the taxpayer.
So, commercials and young Kwanoma passing.
Anything Americans say, a more Europe within this last hurdle. So, you are a year and Kofobi be found why we crackers. In the sense, say, period near short. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Into the idea be go a joy. Motion I am possible from the right, one of the write-ups of the Honourable Babin. Also about 22 issues to be discussed. And he was even wondering how they would have been able to discuss it within the period, which was stated by the minority leader, Ura Afenyomarke.
Majority leader.
He is not. Parliament engine to Muse Waji Court Assembly to Omunshi
by a tier the court I can no can
there be the court can say speaker be accept here.
Speaker or no Munshi be me.
Or Monqueshia, my young cancer, the
court can in
there be court to me, you support the right of the Parliament. And Parliament
court my court I can.
It is for the speaker to come and say
Parliament
it is for the speaker to come and say court say Ura Afenyomarke or a majority leader. Otherwise, I know of what Parliament said. He is still a minority leader. You understand? It one don't tell a minority now. Now, in some of what discuss no, among discuss in some didn't put to be Bregana. A mom who approve laws the taxpayer no the common because of course there must be a certain budget to for operations before the end of the year, any the next year. But omumbie money so that they do not overburden the taxpayer. They should do things that are lenient. I bet me amma yes you want a higher because I want share no say a more thing, right? And yes, I wish them well. And I want to pray say when they meet, the issue of I am the minority, you are the majority, no, and could play role I am telling them that what
the advice
what Parliament said no still stands. Minority. Now, Speaker Omeru said the court to cry, Magia to Muse NDC and a minority group. Now, if you're also up or seat or whatever it is. Otherwise, the Mamitokunu could not sit there as a Chief Justice and rule over Parliament. It's impossible.
Na judiciary no munyo omoduma. Sa be court na so interpretation na ye bone so.
Interpretation to patch say that particular
no need local say as no motina so di church man.
You have the local, but you cannot usurp on Parliament's right. They have their own rules and regulations. Into for the woman, she's aware.
Rules that change court.
So interpretation na over after you make oko sikino. Is it an interpretation that the right speaker doesn't have knowledge about her? And Mami Tokonu Piache say Mami Tokonu Piache say she is more one of the justices. They are more knowledgeable than the right speaker.
The man of the council court and can
of the kind of you are talking as if Emrano the kind and Emrani fi baby our babins won him
the interpretation of the Mayan on full
interpretation cannot override parliamentary interpretation. Laws no. Yamau can say yes, who can say be a
no interpretation. So when you say checks and balances.
Speaker is a lawyer. The speaker is something what
a lawyer be before court.
May say, of course, speaker no say or be a one trap parliament no. On he qualifies to be a chief justice. Meboa. Cannot say she and her justices are more intelligent than the honorable rights.
May that say, Dr. Bano. Demna yewi
sebna me
ami o the class anyo dana say
you unia emi say they make catch Ghana for the same the events in parliament actually and say never in our political history, never ever should we make the mistake as Ghanaians me yenko to abase yeto skirt and blouse emani si bi yema eni kwase emani si bi mu da na ne titru so amesaka bi me ye NPP supporters se ne akoso wa parliament na akire yen se uto abama o mampanyi na wan to abama ne mrab hyebedwafo a sebi o na adwuma na wo ye no NCP na de akoso wa parliament eye disuade hunuma eye yen NPP for ene Ghana fo nyina free se ye ko 2020 elections baby be brain na Akufo-Addo etumi enya the vote difference between na Akufo-Addo ene ni parliamentary candidate baby wa etumi ko be 9000 na ye parliamentary candidate na wa lose na ye free so ye punish anase ye bibi anu na be ma impuntu aba Ghana but the akoso e wo parliament na kire say a hang parliament presided by a chaotic speaker can never bring development to Ghana.
I didn't know who referred to speaker.
He's very chaotic. Why? Because in my life,
one come my party.
Some will be some question to me. In my life, and become a lifer, I was born. I wasn't born in the Fourth Republic, but I grew up in the Fourth Republic. Me who speaker, why a press conference in some trofo say or espouse populist opinions.
I not be your populist.
Me who be that? Me so my mouth president say me who be that? Ebi a wo de ebi a be chemek kakra into wo who be that? Ana wo who be that?
It was okay.
So what be some say me say
word now say populist.
Okay, na wo who be that? Say o share some trofo.
Say speaker share you be that. But say kasa no na o kasa na make any share na
say that is my own interpretation of
opinion.
Yeah, na sama odi two twa no. Na eno a kire ye say me enye sanfum so ni bi. E me bi insida. Na ye
doctor obi nso to me kase me kra no peda me kase say ye de no kra ni hihye pa be adwuma sin say ye pray for say e betumi asidi o kam do ya adwe. But just for example say ye kika say ye kase me bi inside ye 2024 you no ba kunya president no ba kunya parliament so be.
Oh, and I make sure say as I sit here to what I know, I mean I can say on authority, and certain people have made this statement. Say, this is one of the elections. Both political parties about research. And in fact, maybe I can say my party. I invested so much in research, and not research. Like I said, researcher pro MPP. Institutions and also organizations and
general one
by academicians.
Okay.
Some of them I know them in their track record in terms of researcher. Say enyoma nyina kototen se ne ekona me de mi ugidie mapa. Say sa calamity ya a see in a year parliament here a who see I think the 8th parliament.
The 8th parliament.
8th parliament. A BCB.
Yeah. A
BCB that calamity would never befall this country. In fact, one of the saddest occasions in the history of Ghana. Sa parliamentary. In fact, sa only nipa bebree kasa say sa parliamentary parliamentar. A disappointing year na me so wa so journalist be crowd come in private
na otwumi rebu sa
that be say we dey say we can in aha na otwumi ka na ko
me kan say
o dis anko
ko fa ekwa nema no tutu kwa mu
but as me kan categorically dey wa kan okukwa mu da see wo this parliamentar make a Ghana for do na wa resimu say enka ebeso abapa ama Ghana for
aso ababoni aso ba anyway be
me say on say near be say baseline nti wo de to
man cross
the aba ekọ no so ene bi twa mfonyi enye sa se wutu yesi wani mu ho ofa ye do betutu obi ho ye do
say aya adusua de nso amanya as a nation
exactly say no ntina make say Ghana for this yesu efim say sa calamity of a parliament and such
parliament really say
any is it
you don't me no amu no hani
the man you west kwai ni pa ye say yi ni say won san na no
ni parliament for na yi no
na make no Sentin American said the thinking was can ye bibia na ebi mada na e dia hwese na ebetumi ma Ghana mpuntu akonenim but anko basa
but doc I say the way I address parliament na I say we yakotu fa
me da say
so be calamity no near there because your more privileged committees were who and na
makotu fa o dey fact and members no the output of the parliament
say omo nipa na ye aduma na output by ntia me so what twa me da say
do they make us say cause parliament mon homodin a e dey nti make us parliament mon homodin e the output e dey ba say ye ti ho sisi there are critical bills including Senkene Yetiwi, it was a friend saying president of parliament, the boy, the last State of the Nation address, say also or the common parliament. Now Senka Oyene December, Yenim Sebabaso and Asa Embasso. This is the first time in the history of the Republic, ye who be BHC. A year, 1 hour, a bay a especially a year, December, January salary. And also there are some appropriations bia na e wasn't a parliament to meet naso up to date menya so sa adeno akọ so edimti when nyina ya nneoma me twa ho foni bi gyina say me fano in terms of output sa parliament e wo hoyi amwa Ghana for abedi Ghana for enhwamo kese
me that's Dr. Frank Bano and yet in Canada Institute or your senior researcher
I'm on time for dokumra
Doka. Say who says I no parties in the control. Dok ranka za kro ne no. Party na be yi say we mra. Enti ana dok me boy. Say o no me boy.
When ask me true and also true man.
Say I ma kan ya wo nti me kan o because I dey na we media. But do be bia. Say dok ka say e bia nka ehia doctor bia na area bia that day no party ni communication baka yo say there be and on the man, but we know also by no near no ntina make us and say kwasi
one chance na ne kasa no e mad actually I baptizing no
or you just engine kwasi you
time no doc na 11 minutes
and you pray and you fasa de ne ma and yes I did mama 6 minutes you mean just o ka lebu kasa de nko o be peta ma o be ye
asanteman ehweye
baby Ghana anye asanteman kwa na ye Ghana man nyina
ehweye doc ka asanteman asem say Asante region the second region in the country right na ye contribution ben any ayama Asante region you were kufuado ne ba omi aba bi
no kan area ba ko sin
touch only problem cry NDC and Ayura John Mama ya buama omanya affair hospital Sewia hospital Tapa hospital community secondary schools omanya about 12 omanya other market the ultramodern international market standard eye KJT market airport phase 1 ye ne ma wo mo na ba be ka asem
affair almost started na president go start
doc we without doc question 8 years are you were kufa de ba ya media memo no so
no say the time we dey
Omambo Bishia 767 billion Ghana cedis.
Billion.
Tax revenue is around 400 billion. Me busa dog say on try 8 years no. Monumental project Ben on my was a chain Kedetia market. Until 1 pay and the project Ben why a chain Kedetia market.
Let me correct you. The debt no is
how can I it's misinformation. Yeah, question.
And don't bring me in.
There was a question. There was direct question.
The direct question is premised on a wrong foundation.
A chain Kedetia market.
It's wrong.
No,
say offer a bank of Ghana report.
Me say direct question. Project Ben.
I will not answer you based on false information.
Now what do you mean? Project you have done.
It's wrong.
What the promise has been a bizarre
question. Promises boho. Me see MDC need to mama. Market.
Sino hydro project inner city. 110 kilometer construction. Inner city Kumasi.
Tell me.
Sino hydro. And the NPP first. So is currently ongoing. I won't pass any bill.
Anyway, a business hub of Ghana.
They don't need rules. They don't need rules.
Yeah, dog. What's my question? I modern market here. I meant to deal with Santa Maria. Sano Hydro. As I was it Sano Hydro? Yeah, can get your modern market. Your mama, Yamamo, or Sano Hydro, no, my Yamamo. And when you are someone, Yajimudia Santa. Ye say baby e do no abana ye koto no ye wa ko force ye hwe ya sitire mu ne ntoba enti ya sitire na asantema sambre mu se pipi abamba na ho akire mo pa munuma akofom ba ye wa mama ne ndisi de ye ba ye nyanyimu ye ntise ye wa kufa do ka kire Central region for be say mo anto abama na MP nti
wa so mepon go bi sa question e da won kan ho
you say December 7 mo ba to aba bum bum e de amaye anyway after the parliament assembly na ye Parliament na asem na ye kono. Mama ka asem chiro. Doctor Tnaha, I use some printed words on the speaker. Say ya na ye wura fanyo makin ya hantan. Wo cassette yes speaker sana fenu asaba. Adanko that day was me yan ko recall Parliament. Enim tie bu a wu bu the speaker of Parliament. Speaker of Parliament is one of what Parliament here in Womsisia. I'm internationally, no, you didn't need the MI in Parliament. Oversight responsibility, you are Abamba D, Speaker. Abuama to me undercover some of the corrupt deeds of the MPP government. And no, Abuama you. Many say recalling of Parliament. Issue a yekwakoshe. Adia bako and that Ghana for Akuma Supa, LGBTQ.
No matter
President Kufuor one sign.
One sign and not Parliament.
So one sign. Almost the letter Yako Supreme Court. Supreme Court is postponing judgment. And ye catch Ghana for sale. Ye can emergency issue. And can LGBTQ. A man and my warrior. Mema what ya pese MPP 4 and Gwamon kan tell you about me and Kufuor. Ni sign krate ni entia sadi. Omonye esan say comprehensive sexuality education books no go. Me de man usie no. Me bunu me University of Ghana school for nyina. E braso ye kwakoto aba. Ye wura John Mama 24-hour economy policy ni ti. A obi a wo school mu bia no wo wani so adun so bewie school na obenya adwuma ye mo amoye national service mo ni so adun so bewie mu national service benya adwuma ye so wo pe ahotoso ne anida so dia 24-hour economy policy by your government Saturday abana ye kwakoto no brabontin obi a meto aba na ho chie wo mu ye nyina yemfiri mu ne yemfa ye ntoma panye de infra
Madam se kwasi mensa medase ono efri NDC ena afi Dr. Frank Bano ono Dankwa Institute oye senior researcher ewo ho ena afi yenua Asane Tano ono so political analyst midi edi enim adometre mu mamenu aba ya kuna masanso ena aseda enkoma abena chi wachi ono na no pay me no eye de bonkrata emu ensem ena kiri nyina se ye da producers na se eda djumafo ni nyina se despite media eda ma se mu kan ye ho yegusu a my Ghana epra kwakoto aba na asomdwe na eyiye nyame adoma ye odada chena yakramo